Welcome to my channel, The Ex-Muslim Commando. Here I expose the true face of Islam as an ex-Muslim. Please, if this is your first time joining, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss exposition about Islam. And support me on PayPal, link is at the description below. Let's get started. From the recent news about Israel and Palestine conflict. Around October 7th. Have you ever asked yourself why majority of Muslims refuse to condemn the atrocities that Hamas carried out on October 7th? When it's plain and clear how Hamas invaded Israel and murdered 1,500 civilians. And took some as hostage? Imagine killing up to 1,500 civilians in Israel that are innocent. Why can't the Hamas that people are calling freedom fighters target the Israel armed forces? Since they are the one that they claim who are killing and oppressing the Palestinians. But instead went to target innocent people by killing, murdering and raping women. Fun facts is that majority of Muslims will justify the act as an act of resistance. Because of what they claimed as Israel occupation of Palestine. While they acknowledged that killing innocent civilians is bad. If I may ask why most Muslims reason like this, is it because of bigotry and the hatred of Jews? And what was the motive behind the attack on Israel by Hamas? Yes, there are many motives, but one of the motive around this is based on how Islam centralize its hatred for Jews. And what Muhammad said about the Jews. But today I'm going to be focusing on the end-time prophecy given by Muhammad against the Jews. So you know where some of this hatred is coming from. Let's quote some hadith concerning the end-time prophecy concerning the genocide of Jews. Narrated by Abu Huraira. Allah's Messenger said, "The hour will not be established until you fight with the Jews, and the stone behind which a Jew will be hiding will say, 'O Muslim, there is a Jew hiding behind me, so kill him.'" Sahih al-Bukhari 2926. This hadith stated it clearly that there will be a point in time where the Muslims will be fighting the Jews and will gain victory over them. Then they would start looking out for Jews and be hunting them. When stone would speak that a Jew is behind me, come and kill him. This is what Hamas is indoctrinating the Palestinian population. And feeding them this nonsense and hatred for Jews. And this hadith is common in majority of Muslim society. Using this to feed more and more hatred against Israel and Jews. Just imagine a person calling himself a prophet and saying all this against certain group of people. So unimaginable. Jews should be very cautious about this existing. This are other prophecy from the hadith. Abu Huraira said, "The Messenger of Allah said, the last hour will not come until the Muslims fight against the Jews, until a Jew will hide himself behind a stone or a tree, and the stone or the tree will say, 'O Muslim, there is a Jew behind me. Come and kill him,' but Al-Gharqad tree will not say so, for it is the tree of the Jews." Riyadh as-Salihin 1820. This is another peaceful prophecy from the hadith. This one emphasize more on something which is a tree called Al-Gharqad. It means that this tree is a tree whereby won't talk. Because it belongs to the Jews. Many Muslim propaganda outlets talks about Jews planting this tree. Which is utterly nonsense and not based with fact. Just to feed their lies about their end-time prophecy and hatred for Israel and Jews. Let's dive in. Let me explain something here. There is an antichrist in Islam called Dajjal. Where he will come and oppress the Muslims. And force the Muslim to worship him. Until a time where Isa, which is Jesus, will come down. And kill the Dajjal. And where the genocide of Jews will occur. This character Dajjal will have majority of his followers to be Jew. And fun fact, he himself the Dajjal is a Jew. Let's look at another hadith that explain what I'm saying here. Sahih Muslim 2944. Book 54, Hadith 153. Anas b. Malik reported that Allah's Messenger said, "The Dajjal would be followed by 70,000 Jews of Isfahan wearing Persian shawls." Stating that the Jews will follow Dajjal wearing shawl. And let us understand who Dajjal is according to how I describe him. Sahih Muslim, Book 41, Hadith 6930. Narrated by Abu Huraira, Allah's Messenger, said, "The last hour will not come until the Romans will land at Al-Amaq or in Dabaq. An army consisting of the best soldiers of the people of the earth at that time will come from Medina to counteract them. When they will arrange themselves in ranks, the Romans will say, 'Do not stand between us and those Muslims who took prisoners from amongst us. Let us fight them.' They will say, 'Nay, by Allah, we shall never stand aside between you and the Muslims.' Then the Romans will say, 'Leave us with those who took prisoners from amongst us, so we may fight them.' But they will refuse. They will fight, and a third part of the army, whom Allah will never forgive, will run away. A third part of the army, which will be constituted of excellent martyrs in Allah's eyes, would be killed. The third, who will never be put to trial, will win, and they will be the conquerors of Constantinople. As they are busy in distributing the spoils of war amongst themselves after hanging their swords by the olive trees, Satan will cry, 'The Dajjal has taken your place among your families.' They will then come out, but it will be of no avail. And when they will come to Syria, he will come out while they are still preparing themselves for battle, drawing up the ranks. Certainly, the time of prayer will come, and then Jesus son of Mary will descend and lead them in prayer. When the enemy of Allah see him, it will disappear, just as salt dissolves in water, and if he, Jesus, were not to confront them at all, even then it would dissolve completely. Allah would kill them by his hand, and he would show them their blood on his lands, the lands of Jesus Christ." This hadith source summarizes what will happen when he comes. He will go all around spreading mischief, and then being confronted by Isa, which is Jesus. And he will kill the Dajjal. After that, his followers the Muslim will launch a killing spree to hunt out where the Jews are hiding. In which the stone will say, "There is a Jew, come and kill him," and so on. This is how Islam is so peaceful. You can now see what most Muslims believe. Believing that Jews will be some days killed during the end-time prophecy. I don't blame the Muslims. I blame Muhammad hatred for Jews, which feeds all the bigot. And the hate most Muslims are having against Jews. So bad indeed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And like my video and support me on PayPal. Leave Islam the religion of peace.